Today we are going to unlock your squat. I'm going to show you how to turn on the glute muscles and start using those butt muscles to do more than they're used to doing right now. Most of us just use our quads and our knees do all the work when we're squatting or doing stairs or anything like that. And that'll catch up with us after a while. Our knees will wear down and it's just one big muscle doing all the work. But our glutes, our hip muscles are very strong, powerful muscles. And for whatever reason, most of us just don't use them well enough. And if we do, it creates much more force and much more power when we're doing squatting. It'll allow you to squat deeper and lower, and it'll protect your knees at the same time by taking some of the workload off of them. If you're a gym person, it will allow you to squat heavier weight within that depth and keep your knees protected at the same time. My name is Rob Drenning. I'm a physical therapist. I'm going to show you one simple exercise to help turn on your glutes with a couple common mistakes that I've seen over the years. But this is called the speed skater, and you can do it at home to turn on those glutes. Let's get to it right now. Okay, to do the speed skater, what I have here is a step. It's got two risers on it. It's about 8 inches. If you have stairs in your home, you can just go to the bottom step on the staircase. If you don't have stairs, it's not essential. You can just put your foot out in front of you and do the same motion that I'm about to show you. I've even had people take a couple of old textbooks or something, duct tape them together and create a little platform for their foot to go on. So anything like that works too. We just want to, if we can, get your foot up off the ground a little bit. You'll see why here in just a second. So what I'm going to do is, for this you'll want to do both feet. I'm going to show you my right foot to start because that'll give you the best view of what's going on. So right foot up on the step, your bottom foot kind of scooted close to the step. You don't want it way back like that. Back foot close to the step. Then what we're going to do is just shift weight onto this leg by bending from our hips, just like a deadlift motion if you've ever done that before. You're going to keep your back straight and bend from the hip. Now notice my knee's not moving while I'm shifting weight onto this leg. I'm not letting it drive forward like that. I'm going to bend from the hip, get weight onto this leg, and your goal is to be able to lift this bottom foot up with nothing else moving. Now that's hard to do. So there are a couple keys or things that I want you to keep in mind. It's okay to feel the quad working, but when we're doing this motion, we want to feel the glutes kick on too. So as you're leaning, you're going to lean, come forward. My chest is pointing down to the floor, basically. I'm bending at the hip here, and then I'm going to re-arch my back to set that hip muscle up and then start to lift my bottom foot up. Now as I do that, I can feel the glute muscles kicking on right away. If that's hard for you, you can stop there. You don't have to have your whole foot off the ground. You can just get maybe 70, 80% of weight on that leg and start to unweight that bottom foot. If you feel those glutes kicking on, pause there for a second and then come back up slowly. If that's not a challenge for your muscles, you go all the way and you lift that bottom foot, hold it a second or two, and then come back up slow. Now the two common mistakes I see if you're not feeling the glute is your knee is too far forward and your back is not arched. Sometimes you'll lean forward and round that back, which won't turn on that glute at all. So what I want you to do is when you get into this position, it's just like a speed skater. That's why we call it that. Have you ever seen those guys? They're in this exact same position. So you're going to shift forward, pull that knee back, re-arch the back. That's going to get the glute in position. And then you're just going to start to unweight that foot. It's okay to hold on to something for balance, brief pause, and then come back up. You can then progress this to leaning forward, lifting the foot, and then slowly stepping up, and then slowly returning in the same way. It's kind of a weird way to go up a step. It's not how you would normally do it. But doing this simple motion helps tell your brain, when I'm loading up this leg, the glutes need to do their fair share of the work to take some of the pressure off the knees. I notice now I feel my glutes when I go up and down stairs just as much as my thighs because I've been doing this for quite a while. So that is the speed skater. Let me know in the comments how it goes for you. I want to see if you can feel that glute activation and how it's working for you carrying over into your squat. Let me know how it goes and keep watching for other tips on how to protect your knees.